Hello, everyone. We will be live soon here. We got about 5 more minutes. Just wanted to get a head start on the feed trolla here, so you guys could see that. I'm still working a little bit behind the scenes here on some stuff, but you can enjoy this nice Epcot music while you wait for our show to begin. Thank you, guys. Why is the mute light still on? All right, we'll be with you in about 5 minutes. Once again, we'll be live in like 5 minutes here. Just give me 5 minutes. Just enjoy this Epcot music. I'll put on something cooler. Let's see what we got here. Here we go. We'll be live in like 5 minutes. Let's see if I can throw a message here.
Test. Welcome to the Mickey Updates podcast, starring Ed, Rob, Chris, and Travis. You've arrived at your destination for the latest happenings in Orlando news and reviews. There's much to learn about this beautiful global city, and there are 4 guys willing to explain their expertise to give you this knowledge from the world-famous Walt Disney World to the wonderful SeaWorld. The Mickey Updates podcast has your dose of the latest goings-on in the Central Florida region. Now let's welcome the 4 guys featured on this podcast, Ed, Chris, Travis, and Rob.
Hey, what's happening? We are live here for you on MickeyUpdates.com, YouTube, iTunes. We are everywhere you want to be and none of the cool places. I'm just kidding. We are here live. That was like a weird joke. I don't know where I don't know where I was going with that. I'm sorry. I apologize in advance, or I apologize for that one. That was weird. It's late. I need more tea. That's how I get through these shows. I'm fueled by Double Gulp. You know, sweet iced tea. 7-Eleven. If you haven't had it, it's good. Starbucks is good iced tea, too. I would consider myself an iced tea connoisseur. Is that such a thing?
Probably.
You know how much tea I drink a week. It's like all I drink. Diet Snapple and iced tea. All right, moving on from that useless rant. It wasn't useless, but it's off topic. We want to thank our sponsors before we get started here. We got lots of cool stuff to talk about this week. We want to thank our sponsors first. We want to thank MapleLeafTickets.com. They've been providing discount Orlando area attraction tickets for more than 30 years. Make sure you contact these guys today at MapleLeafTickets.com or call them at 1-800-841-2837. That's 1-800-841-2837. That's MapleLeafTickets.com. Get those deals going on Maple Leaf Tickets. Got some great deals for you there on Maple Leaf, so check that out. And thank you, everyone who has joined us live this week. I see we have a bit of an audience. It says the video is private. Okay. I don't know what the deal is with that. I will look into that. But we have a lot of stuff to talk about this week on the Mickey Updates show. We got to go back to Star Wars Weekends again, and I know you're tired of hearing me talk about Star Wars Weekends because it's all I've been doing, but it's so awesome that I keep going back. So I love Star Wars Weekends. It's absolutely fantastic. Me and Ed had a great time. Who did we see last week, Ed? I forgot.
You mean at
Who were the guests last week?
Oh, it was Ray Park and Jeremy Bullock.
Aha. Okay. Ray Park and Jeremy Bullock were last week. That's right. Because Ray Park did that show. So, So there you go. All right, I'm actually going to restart this because I missed all of this. It should be fixed now, the feed, but I'm going to restart this because I can do that because we're live and you guys didn't see that first like 10 minutes there. So I'm going to restart this thing, restart the recording here. Hopefully you guys can see me there on the screen. Those of you watching live.
I can't see you.
I hope so. Yay, there I am. Okay, I'm going to restart this and do that whole thing again because I'm not like into the show now. So give me like 5 seconds and let me re-queue everything and we'll get that going again. Let me restart this for you guys, okay? Give me one hot second here. I'm just going to put the music back to where I had it and I'm going to mute my mic and then we'll go from there. So give me 1 second. All right, I got to do this one more time because I just turned the volume down. So give me one hot second here. Hold on.
Welcome to the Mickey Updates podcast, starring Ed, Rob, Chris, and Travis. You've arrived at your destination for the latest happenings in Orlando news and reviews. There's much to learn about this beautiful global city, and there are 4 guys willing to explain their expertise to give you this knowledge from the world-famous Walt Disney World to the wonderful Sea World. The Mickey Updates podcast has your dose of the latest goings-on in the Central Florida region. Now let's welcome the 4 guys featured on this podcast, Ed, Chris, Travis, and Rob.
All right, third time's a charm. We are back after a few. Oh, I'm not supposed to say this on. Nothing happened.
Good work.
When you do things live, you expect the unexpected, right? So we are here live this week. It's Friday, June 12th. We are here recording for you live on YouTube and for iTunes, and we are here for you guys. And we have a lot of stuff to talk about. Some interesting stuff this week. Some interesting food stuff. I was actually pretty shocked this week, and I think you will be too. So I have to check this. You'll have to wait and hear about that. But before we get started, I want to talk about our sponsor real fast. I want to talk about MapleLeafTickets.com. They've been providing discount Orlando area attraction tickets for more than 30 years. Visit them today at MapleLeafTickets.com. That's right, MapleLeafTickets.com, or call them at 1-800-841-2837. That's 1-800-841-2837. That's MapleLeafTickets.com. Make sure you check them out today. They are fantastic. They have awesome deals, like $20 off a Legoland ticket. Ed, you're supposed to be like, ooh, okay, do it. Come on, do it right now.
Ooh,
Worst ad ever. Okay, we also want you to make sure you check out couponorlando.com. Yes, couponorlando.com, where you can find all the deals in Orlando for things from food deals to attraction deals, anything fun or to eat or to do in Orlando, hotel, massage, whatever you want. We got deals on Coupon Orlando for that type of stuff. And you can check out couponorlando.com. Just click on the link on our website, or just go to on MickeyUpdates.com, or just go to couponorlando.com. And you can see here, if you're watching live, I have it pulled up here. You can see some great deals on here. See some deals for Treasure Tavern, 47% off international food and drinks. So we got some great deals on there for you guys to check out on couponorlando.com. It's a lot of fun. Check it out. You won't regret it. We got a lot of great deals on there for you. So awesome stuff. We're going to kick things off, though, with the news of the week. And it is going to be Frozen Fever added to Frozen Summer. Yeah, I can't read today. I'm all over the place today. I'm sorry. Frozen Fever added to Frozen Summer Fun at Disney Hollywood Studios. That is a tongue twister. Frozen Summer Fun. Frozen Fever added to Frozen Summer Fun at Disney's Hollywood. Say that 5 times fast. Frozen Fever added to Frozen Summer Fun. Frozen Fever added to Frozen Summer Fun. Frozen Fever. I can't say it. I can't say it 5 times fast. Frozen Summer Fun begins June 17th at Disney's Hollywood Studios, which includes activities such as the Frozen Royal Welcome, Coolest Summer Ever dance party, and Frozen fireworks display. Now, Frozen Fever, the animated short, which stars Anna, Elsa, Olaf, Sven, and Kristoff, has been added to the lineup and will air twice each hour beginning at 10 a.m. in the ABC Sound Studio, which is now the Hyperion Studio, or Hyperion Stage, or whatever they're calling it now, but it has a Hyperion logo in it. A special behind-the-scenes look of the making of the short will also be shown. Frozen Fever is scheduled to run through September 7th. Frozen Fever will also be available on the Short Films Collection, which will be releasing on Blu-ray and DVD on August 18th. This is actually really cool. The collection will feature 11 other shorts, including John Henry, Lorenzo, The Little Match Girl, How to Hook Up Your Home Theater, which is, I actually own that one. It's pretty good. It's got Goofy in it. Prep and Landing, Operation Secret Santa, Tick-Tock Tate, The Ballad of Nessie, Paperman. Paperman was another good one. Tangled Ever After, another good one. Get a Horse, and Feast. Feast, one of my favorites. So Pixar shorts, all on
those
DVD.
are all not. Oh, those are all not Pixar shorts.
Oh, they're not all Pixar shorts. No, I thought some of them were.
Well, some. I think some are.
Lon will correct me. I think Feast is right.
No, that's Disney.
Oh, then they're all Disney shorts. I'm sorry. When I think shorts, my brain immediately goes to Frozen. Pixar. Living with the Land is closing for refurbishment in Epcot. Living with the Land is closing from September 8th to the 17th, reopening to guests on September 18th. So if you're planning, plan accordingly. And if you are going to go to Living with the Land, you have to do the behind the scenes tour. It is not that expensive, and it is the best tour, one of the best tours on Disney property. Seriously, it is really good stuff. Name and details announced for Epcot's new Frozen ride. An article in the Wall Street Journal has provided us the first inside look at the concept art of the new Frozen themed attraction coming to Epcot in spring 2016. Frozen Ever After. I need like some sound effects for this. Frozen Ever After. Woo. No sound effects? You're not gonna make a sound or something? Like sparkly sound?
No.
Okay. Frozen Ever After will be the new ride that replaces Maelstrom in the Norway Pavilion. Maelstrom's original boats and track will remain. However, the 4-minute ride will now be set during Arundel's Winter Festival. Olaf and Sven will make an appearance, as well as Grandpappy Troll telling a magical tale, Anna and Kristoff, the giant snowman Marshmallow, the mini Snoogies from Frozen Fever, and of course Elsa singing Let It Go, Let It Go. Yes, let it go. Maelstrom is gone. That's what she's singing.
Mm-hmm.
Audio animatronics using rear projection technology will be used. The queue will provide guests a walkthrough of Wandering Oaken's a trading post complete with a steamy windows. That's kind of neat. And Anna and Elsa meet and greet is also being constructed in the Norway Pavilion. No official opening date has been given, but Frozen Ever After is expected to be completed in late spring 2016. And someone in the chat said, boo, bring Frozen back. And, bring Maelstrom back. And I got to kind of agree with you there, because I don't see what this has to do with Norway. But okay. We'll go with it. This next news story, I saw this today. I'm actually very excited about this. I reported this a few weeks ago when we were at Harambe Market that there's a new sweet store opening up in Harambe Market. And Zuri's Sweet Shop is going to be that shop. It's in Disney's Animal Kingdom. It'll open June 17th. And for those of you watching live, you can see the main picture here. We've got some African-themed Rice Krispies treats, Mickey Rice Krispies treats, and some coconut patties that are Mickey-shaped. with chocolate that are chocolate dipped and Mickey shaped. They look really good. The Disney Parks blog today shared a glimpse of what guests can expect from Zuri's Sweet Shop, coming soon to Harambe Market and Disney's Animal Kingdom. According to Patrice Guy, a merchandiser at Disney Theme Park Merchandise, we have created approximately 80 new items that range from decorative candy apples to uniquely flavored chocolate bars to delicious popcorn, explained Patrice. With Zuri's Sweet Shop, we wanted to offer highly themed goods inspired by the sights, sounds, and flavors of Africa. Many of the items will be unique to this location, making them delicious gifts for loved ones or simply special to enjoy during a visit to the parks. This location will feature characters from Disney's The Lion King, Simba, Timon, and Pumbaa, and treats such as lollipops shaped like Simba's paw, animal crackers, or chocolate mini crocodiles. Additional treats will include Mickey-shaped Rice Krispies treats, creamy chocolate-dipped coconut patties, or a 5 chocolate bar set. African spice popcorn with a hint of cardamom will be offered. I'm assuming that's a caramel popcorn with a hint of cardamom. That's interesting. And African spice rubs and gourmet cocoa set will be available, as well as a Flame Tree barbecue sauce. So they have Flame Tree barbecue sauce. And I really did smack my lips. Someone says I smack my lips when I talk about food. I don't think I do it. Maybe I do. I don't know. But listen, I can't smack my lips about Flame Tree barbecue sauce because I got to tell you, I've never left Flame Tree thinking I want the barbecue sauce. I can honestly say that I've never had an amazing experience at Flame Tree that would make me want to have barbecue sauce from there. I'm just saying. Sorry if that offends people. I've just never. They tried to sell me ribs once. They were not ribs. I don't know what they were, but they weren't ribs. It was not good. Ed can tell you. He had some of the ribs. This was not that long ago. But the coconut patties and the what was it? The Rice Krispies treats. I'm there. They had like the stuff looks like there were some more photos online, and the stuff looks like the stuff you would find in a Florida candy touristy gift shop. Like it's like chocolate crocodiles and like the coconut patties. You would find those in like a touristy Florida like tourist trap gift shop. I mean, it looks like good stuff. I mean, I like that stuff. So I mean, it's good for me. But the African spice popcorn, that sounds interesting. I want to try that. All right, moving on. New concept art is released for the Edison and STK Orlando coming to Disney Springs. The Edison is being described as an industrial Gothic style restaurant, bar, and nighttime destination venue that will feature classic American food, craft cocktails, and live entertainment, including cabaret music. The restaurant will be similar to its sister location in Los Angeles, which is dedicated to old world style, sophistication, and romance. Themed to a 1920s period electric company, the space will recall an era of invention and imagination. I can't read today, I'm telling you. The Edison will boast 35-foot ceilings and several themed areas with entertainment to explore, including the lab, the emblem parlor, Telegraph Lounge, the Patent Office, the Tesla Lounge. Ooh, I like the sound of the Tesla Lounge, and the radio room. I like the sound of those 2 rooms. Tesla Lounge and the radio room, and a waterfront patio. I wonder if they have a one of those giant Tesla coils in there in the Tesla room. That's what we need. Tesla coils. Big Tesla coils.
Isn't it funny they have a Tesla room, considering it's called the Edison, and considering the fact that Edison hated Tesla and vice versa.
I know. Isn't it like always rumored that Edison like stole Tesla's like work and stuff, like his patent, like stole ideas from him?
I don't know.
I thought it was rumored that.
I don't know.
But I know
I know part of the rumors seated on one's AC and one's DC.
Some of the entertainment being offered will be contortionist. That sounds interesting. Palm readers. I don't get that one. DJs and more. And we'll see. This is at Disney Springs. STK Orlando will be a modern steakhouse mixed with the ambiance with the ambience of a sleek lounge and emphasizing a social and fun environment, offering guests fine dining, signature cocktails, and a DJ nightly. It will also be the only location in Disney Springs that offers rooftop dining. Hey, there you go, rooftop dining. All right, I like that already. Morimoto Asia will also be joining the landing area of Disney Springs and be the first Pan-Asian restaurant from celebrity chef Mashura Morimoto, best known for his appearances on Iron Chef America. Morimoto Asia's extraordinary 36-foot tall two-story layout will include open terraces, ground halls, private rooms, a cocktail lounge, waterside seating, and more. So there you go. SDK Orlando and Morimoto Asia are expected to open later this year, while Edison will open in 2016. So I have to say I'm more excited about the Edison than anything else. The Edison sounds awesome. I could care less about Morimoto Asia or STK Orlando because it just sounds like a steakhouse to me. They both sound like Morimoto Asia is going to be like Asian food, but I'm sure it'll be, like steaks and stuff on there too. But the Edison sounds interesting. I don't get why they need palm readers and the contortionist thing. I don't get the palm reader thing. So yeah, I don't know. Pan Asia. I guess Pan Asia just means Pan Asia would be like all over, like Thai food, Chinese food.
That's what it is. It's all over.
Oh, okay. There you go. So if you want a taste of Asia in one restaurant, he's an Iron Chef, so obviously it's going to be really good. He has other restaurants, and I've heard people that have gone to them, and they've said that they're just absolutely amazing. So, all right, next story here. This is something I'm going to check out tomorrow, actually. The Vivoli Gelateria, now open at the landing in Disney Springs. Vivoli Gelateria, the family-run gelato shop from Italy, is now open at Disney Springs. The gelato at Vivolo, I'm probably Vivoli. I'm gonna go with Vivoli. Is all made with fresh, top quality ingredients, some even imported from Italy, and offers some unique flavors such as rice pudding, fresh creamed custard, imported Italian chocolate, and brandied Italian sweet cherry. The new shop will also serve traditional panini, biscotti, espresso, and tarts. And I saw a picture of this today. I got to tell you, it looks awesome. I saw the counter where they're serving the stuff because it opened like yesterday. So I saw the counter where they're serving the food and stuff, and they have like little like sandwiches. They have like little prosciutto sandwiches with like mozzarella. There was like 3 different kinds of sandwiches in the case, and then there was like these tarts that look so good. Oh my gosh, the tarts look amazing. So I literally cannot wait to go to this tomorrow. So I am going to check that out tomorrow, and we will be live. I'll Periscope from there, and Twitter and Facebook and all that stuff too. So it'll be interesting to see. But Italian gelato, real Italian gelato, and these prosciutto sandwiches. Oh my gosh, I'm so in. I am beyond in. It's awesome. Now I'm smacking my lips, Lon. Hello Kitty retail store coming to Universal Orlando Resort. For fans of Hello Kitty, Universal Orlando Resort has announced a new interactive retail store featuring Hello Kitty that will open later this year. This will mark the first ever Sanrio store to open at a theme park in North America, and will feature other Sanrio merchandise such as Choco Cat, My Melody, Bats Maru, Purin, and Kiropi. I don't know. I'm pronouncing that completely wrong. Kiropi. The store will offer stationery, home goods, apparel, accessories, collectibles, and specialty merchandise only available at Universal. Guests will also be able to design and create their own souvenir version of Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty's bow and Hello Kitty herself will be on hand to greet guests. I'll go to see Hello Kitty. Location or opening date has not been announced at this time. I think don't they have Hello Kitty stuff at the Mitsukoshi in Japan? I think
Yeah,
that
I think
Hello
they
Kitty-
do because they have like
Yeah,
everything.
well, I
that's,
don't
like,
understand. They're
different.
like making it sound like it's only there. I mean, they have the Hello Kitty stuff.
But that's like a store. They said the store.
I don't know. Huey Lewis and the News will be performing at Universal Orlando Resort June 13th as part of the 25th anniversary concert series. And talk about a concert. Huey Lewis and the News will perform at Universal's Orlando Resort June 13th as part of the Universal 25th anniversary concert series. The show will take place in the Music Plaza at 9 p.m. Visit universalorlando.com for more information. Make sure you got to check these guys out because it's hip to be square. Da-na-na-na. Da. We're not going to get into that now.
Maybe later.
I guess that's the power of love. Come on. No. I like Huey Lewis and the News. Like my favorite band from the 80s. Mostly because they were in Back to the Future, yes. Freddy vs. Jason Haunted House announced for Universal's Halloween Horror Nights 25. Two of the most feared icons in horror film history, A Nightmare on Elm Street's Freddy Krueger and Friday the 13th, Jason Voorhees will be unleashed at Universal Orlando's Halloween Horror Nights 25. In a terrifying new haunted house, guests will experience the ultimate battle of evil versus evil as witnessed in Freddy vs. Jason. Once guests step inside the Freddy vs. Jason house, they will weave through Elm Street and straight into Freddy Krueger's nightmares. Visit Camp Crystal Lake. Ooh, I always wanted to go to Camp Crystal Lake when I was a kid. And come face to face with the hockey masked killer Jason Voorhees. Voorhees. I don't know. I never knew his last name. I just called him Jason. How do you know his last name?
I think I heard it somewhere on TV.
You're correcting me like you know, and then
No, that's actually what it is.
I'm messing with you. Jason Voorhees, witness iconic kills and become the next target. Fight to survive the epic battle between the two titans of terror. I would go to that. Let's see here. There's a video. Let's watch the video. Let me pause the music here. Oh, I'm so in for that. I got goosebumps. That's awesome. Oh, I love it. I love it already. I'm in. Let's do it. Freddy Krueger. I'm so in for Freddy. Oh my gosh, I'm so ready. All right, moving on from that, we're going to go into Busch Gardens news. Busch Gardens Tampa will host a past member appreciation event on June 12th through 13th and June 19th through 20th. Busch Gardens Tampa will host a past members appreciation event over 2 weekends, June 12th through the 13th and June 19th through the 20th from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Plus, a special fireworks celebration will take place on Gwazi Field at 9:30 p.m. Past members will be able to meet the trainers and get a behind-the-scenes look at 2 shows, Opening Night Critters and Icespiration. Meet the trainers at Opening Night Critters at 9 p.m. and get a behind-the-scenes look at Icespiration at 10 p.m. Guests will also be able to meet the doctors from the Emmy-nominated show, The Wildlife Docs, at Animal Care Center from 8 to 11 p.m. In addition, guests will be able to meet some of the Busch Gardens animal ambassadors along the Nairobi Pathway and join keeper talks at the tiger and elephant habitats. Guests will also be able to take advantage of some special offers, including buy one, get one free entrees. That's pretty cool. But buy one, get one 50% off 6x8 photo prints. Buy one, get one 50% off past member exclusive pins and 20% off stroller wheelchairs and ECVs. So there you go. For more information, visit buschgardenstampa.com. Check that out. It is awesome. And speaking of Busch Gardens, we're going to go into some SeaWorld news here. More SeaWorld news here. SeaWorld Orlando helps care for 3 sandbar sharks that were involved in an I-95 crash. Last night, this was a few days ago, the SeaWorld Orlando rescue team was contacted to come and help care for 3 sandbar sharks who were unfortunately involved in a serious accident along I-95 during their transport from Miami to New York. The SeaWorld Orlando rescue team quickly headed to the scene and was able to successfully rescue the 3 adult male sandbar sharks, also known as brown sharks, and transport them back to SeaWorld Orlando for immediate care. Once on property, SeaWorld aquarists and veterinarians worked tirelessly to ensure each animal was well cared for and no serious injuries had occurred during the accident. The team provided a 24-hour overnight watch on each animal, enriched their environment to ensure stability, and provided proper oxygen for each animal. The animals are currently stable and doing well, says Jim Kinsler, aquarium assistant curator for SeaWorld Orlando. The rescue team and our aquarists are continuing around-the-clock care for each shark as long as needed to ensure their health and success. SeaWorld Orlando will continue to care for the sharks until arrangements can be made. SeaWorld is committed to caring for the animals as long as they are needed. So there you go. Another fine rescue by the fine folks at SeaWorld. Aquatica Water Park is going to host again this year the world's largest swimming lesson. They do this every year. Aquatica SeaWorld's Water Park is hosting the world's largest swimming lesson on Thursday, June 18th, 2015. Guests are invited to participate and help set a world record and help save lives. The event will begin at 9 a.m. at Big Surf Shores at Aquatica with registration and amazing animal meet and greets. The lesson will take place from 10 to 11 a.m., and each participant will receive a special certificate upon completion. U.S. Olympic Hall of Fame member and 3-time Olympic gold medalist Ambrose Rowdy Gaines will also be on site to lend a helping hand with the lesson. Drowning is the second leading cause of accidental death in children 1 to 14. Research shows that if a child doesn't learn how to swim before the 3rd grade, they likely never will. The world's largest swimming lesson is designed to draw attention to the issue and encourage participation in swimming lesson programs. Tens of thousands of kids and adults at aquatic facilities around the world will unite for the 6th year in a row to set a new Guinness World Record at 10 a.m. Eastern. SeaWorld and Aquatica are proud to put on this incredible event to bring attention to water safety. Admission is required to participate in the swimming lesson, and guests must RSVP prior to the event by emailing Aquatica reception at SeaWorld.com. So there you go. If you want to be a part of the world's largest swimming lesson. Legoland Florida's new land, Heart Lake City, opens June 26th. Legoland Florida's newest land, Heart Lake City, officially opens June 26th, 2015. They're going to have that cool, awesome, you can see in the photo here if you're watching live, but that cool, awesome spinner ride there. I'm looking forward to that. Heart Lake City is based off the popular Friends line, Lego Friends line, and the personalities of Olivia, Stephanie, Emma, Mia, and Andrea, and their personal interests such as animals, music, nature, and fashion. Those are all my interests too. I love animals, nature, and I'm a fashion king. So
No, he's not.
The colorful and vibrant land will include new experiences like Mia's riding adventure, a horse-themed disc coaster, an interactive show called Friends to the Rescue, Stephanie's newsroom, and retail stores inside Heart Lake Mall. So there you go. You can check out Heart Lake City at Legoland. It's coming soon, June 26th. That should be pretty awesome. So that's going to do it for the news of the week. We're going to send it over to Ed for the weather and Twitter segment.
Starting with Saturday, June 13th, it's going to be partly cloudy with a high of 94 and a low of 73 with a 0% chance of rain. Then on Sunday, partly cloudy with a high of 95 and a low of 73 with a 0% chance of rain. Then on Monday, night thunderstorms with a high of 94 and a low of 74 with a 40% chance of rain. Then on Tuesday, night thunderstorms with a high of 96 and a low of 75 with a 40% chance of rain. Then Wednesday, high of 95, the low of 76 with a 40% chance of rain.
All right, so let's talk.
Oh, yeah, and as far as rumors, I only have one. Early May is when I heard the Frozen ride is going to open, like probably around like first week. May even open May 1st.
That would make sense before summer.
So you could ride it.
Get it out before
summer.
So
you could ride it in summer.
No. Really? You had to do the summer thing? No. Okay, it was pretty funny. It was kind of funny. But serious, is that it?
Mm-hmm.
So May, it's the first week of May, Frozen ride, possibly. That sounds good. I mean, I guess I'm excited for a new attraction. I'm always excited for a new attraction, even though it's Frozen. I'm still excited for a new attraction. I guess. I don't know. I don't know about you, Ed. I don't know.
Some excitement. Someone did bring up a good point. You know, for people who actually like the song "Let It Go," and based upon especially riding Maelstrom, there is parts where you kind of breeze through some scenes. Are you gonna breeze through the "Let It Go" scene?
Are they gonna breeze through the Let It Go scene?
Because like after the first, when you're going by the polar bears, remember?
Yeah.
You usually go by not like a normal speed, like faster.
Yeah. Because you go down the hill.
Yeah.
The drop. I don't know. But what I think is there going to be a movie though? Will there be a movie at the end of this attraction?
Not heard anything.
Yeah. Well, no, they said it would be like Wandering Oakens. So are they going to change the Puffin's Roost to Wandering Oakens? Isn't that what? I don't know. Okay. All right, moving on. We got a few things to talk about this week. Let me pull my stuff here. So this past weekend we got to go to and I know we talked about this a little bit last week with our guest on our show last week, but we actually got a chance to ride the Great Movie Ride. So I wanted to go ahead and talk about that just a little bit and mention that. Not too much to talk about this week, but a little bit to talk about. But I definitely wanted to give my thoughts on this because we got the chance to finally ride the Great Movie Ride this past weekend. And it was interesting. There's a lot of new stuff added to the Great Movie Ride. Or I shouldn't say a lot of new stuff. The scenes are all the same, except for the final movie. The pre-show movie is changed. And there is some scenes in there. Like I'll show you in the queue here for the attraction. I have video here. In the attraction queue, you can actually see this here. There is some they have these like billboards or like posters that change. They're like computer like they switch out every so many seconds. They have different movie posters and things like that, which is really neat. The only thing is with the movie posters is they're all scattered. They're all throughout the queue line. There's movie posters all over the queue line. The problem is though, if you look in the queue line and if you look down the queue line, you'll see 7 of these things and they're all doing the same thing at the exact same time. And that to me was like kind of a little eerie. I don't know why it was a little eerie, but they're all literally doing this. I mean, like the movements, it's like they're just a bunch of screens and there's one computer controlling them all. So that was a little interesting. I didn't know. I mean, I don't know why that bothered me, but it bothered me a little bit. But the pre-show now, if you don't already know, TCM sponsors the ride now, and Robert Osborne is TCM's like announcer. He gives you history on the movies and things like that. And I love movies, so this interests me. And he gives you all this information and stuff on TCM. Well, they added that to the pre-show for this attraction. The pre-show, the pre-movie that you see in that giant like theater room there right before you walk into your vehicle, they separated all the clips into genres, and then Robert Osborne is on there talking about that genre and showing you the clips and so on and so forth. It's actually rather interesting. I do enjoy that. I actually enjoy that. And I also love they've kind of beefed up the signage and stuff inside the attraction too. They've actually like the sign and the like when you start the ride there, it looks like it's brighter there. The little Hollywood like flashing lights sign there looks brighter. It's just a lot of different things. I mean, it looks like it's been cleaned and fancied up a little bit, and the signage even outside the building, the neon signs outside the building have been cleaned up and done better too. So that stuff looks really good. I'll save the part I hate for last, but the the final scene where you see all the movie clips and things like that, which they updated a few years ago and now they've updated it again, is pretty good. I could do Robert Osborne comes on the screen at the beginning and says, "Hey, look, it's me, Robert Osborne. I hope you enjoyed this. And here's some clips. Now you can watch more on TCM," which is kind of like, I'm not a big fan of that. I'm like, we don't need Robert Osborne in there. Just get to the clips. But the clips they had were good. It was a good montage of clips on there. So I was happy with that. But my problem with the ride itself is the narration. Robert Osborne narrates the ride, and I admit he has good information and he knows what he's talking about, and that's fantastic. But the problem is the ride now has a cast member and the narration. So the cast member kind of drives the vehicle and talks. I would say it's like 80% or 80% Robert Osborne and 20% cast member. So the 20% from the cast member just feels forced. It feels like they had to put something in there because the cast member had to be there to control the ride vehicle. So they had to add something. Something had to be added because the cast member comes on the phone and says, on the like at the start, and he's like, "Hey, hey, Robert Osborne, let's do this thing," or something like that. And then they start going, and like there's certain scenes where he'll chime in and say, like when you get to the horror films genre, he'll be like, "I see dead people," and and then like Robert Osborne will come on after that. It's just they like cut up the previous ride. The previous spiel that these cast members had, they cut that up and gave them like 20% of that, and then they tied that in with Robert Osborne, and it's so bad. It's like, for me, it's like a choice. They need to make a choice on this. They need to either ditch the spiel, the Robert Osborne spiel, or they need to ditch the cast member. It needs to be one or the other. That's just my opinion. I mean, I just it's I like the cast member. I don't have to have the cast member. If I just had just the Robert Osborne, I'd be okay with that. But yeah, I think Ed will agree with me on this too, that they need to make a choice on this one. They need to choice this deal, because it's like, it's not good with the way they have it now.
No, to his point, one thing is, to me, it felt in the first scene when you're going through the musicals, it actually felt like the cast member and Robert Osborne were competing over the narration part.
It did. It felt like they were competing for dominance.
Yes,
it really did feel like they were competing for dominance.
And I think they should pick one. I think they should go with, I think, because I know what they want to keep. And I think they should go with cast member, except for, in the one part, they can definitely have Robert Osborne. You know what part I'm talking about. I mean,
I get Robert Osborne, like why they have him, because he's TCM. And I'm sure TCM said, "Hey, look, we got to have this." And I bet Disney said, "Well, we can have Robert Osborne, but we got to have someone drive the vehicle."
Mm-hmm.
So they weren't going to make him like autonomous or driving themselves or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So, because that would be a major change in the ride system. So, I mean, that's why they have it the way it is. But man, just have the cast member sit in there and drive it. I mean, just don't have them say anything. I mean, that's just my opinion. Plus, the narration is well, that's the other thing too. They still do the scene. I don't know if they do the Western scene anymore.
No, they did, because when we were doing the gangster scene, there was two cars going. And one way you can tell is when going through the gangster scene with the car in front of you, the gangster has to actually shut the light off, change the red light. He didn't change the red light for the car in front, so it went on to the Western scene. So I'm like 90% sure they do the Western scene.
Yeah, but we didn't see it, so we're not 100%. We're not 100% sure that it is that they do it. I don't think they do it, because the way they had it set up is they had the gangster scene go off. I don't think I've seen them do it this way before. The gangster scene went off, and then we went through the Western scene. And the Western scene, they started shooting at each other. And I don't remember it being the case before. I don't remember them shooting at each other in the Western scene after you do the gangster scene. So I don't remember that at all. So I think what they did is just turned on the Western scene, turn on the like them shooting at each other and hey, stop, copper, you'll never catch me, and all that stuff in the Western scene, and then you drive on. But I mean, we did stop, and the Robert Osborne thing again. When you stop to do the scene for the Western or for the gangster scene, he's like, "Now's a good time for a popcorn break," and it was like it was just cheesy. Like it's cheesy.
Now, this is the only thing I disagree with. I know it was cheesy, but I actually like that because it was cheesy.
No, I didn't like that at all. I thought it was cheesy. It was stupid. It was just like there was no rhyme or reason. Like you didn't know why he was saying it's time for a popcorn break. That he didn't say anything. He just came on like randomly and was like, it's time for a popcorn break. And I'm like, really? What? I guess something, and it like gives it away that something's gonna happen. Like you don't know something's gonna happen, and then like you get to the scene and like before the vehicle even stops, he's like, I think it's time for a popcorn break. No, not the second time we did it wasn't stopped.
Oh, the first time. Well, that's yeah.
But still, it's not. I mean, it was not good. But I hope they do the Western scene. That's my favorite. I'm gonna ask this. I'm going this Sunday again, and I'll ask if we can get the Western scene. So, because I'm definitely intrigued. Because I like the fire. There's flame coming out of the building. It's like awesome. You know, the thing catches on fire. It's awesome. If you've never seen the Western scene, ask for the Western scene. If they still have it, I'll find out for sure. We did go through all the scenes are basically the same. They've just been cleaned up a little bit, dusted and all that stuff. And of course, they still have the Indiana Jones scene, and that's it. So, I mean, it's pretty good. There's no, I mean, the only thing is the narration. The narration is like really quiet. It's really dim because like,
yes,
the problem is it's not loud. And the other thing is too, the way that where the speakers are in the seats. So everyone's sitting on the speakers. So it's like, you know, they have to like try to project over, you know, they have to be louder because people are sitting on the speakers. Well, it just isn't that loud. It's like, it's really hard to hear. Like a lot of people have complained that it's hard to hear. And I agree with them. It's really, really hard to hear the audio for that. So, I mean, you know, but other than that, it's okay. It's pretty much the same attraction, just minor changes. But I shouldn't say minor. The narration is a huge change because it's the whole attraction. But I was hoping they would have done a little more with it than what they did, because I mean they got TCM. I mean they could have done more than just a couple of movie clips and this and that. I mean they could have added a new scene or something. They could have done something to it. You know, I mean, you know, TCM, I would have expected a little more from them. I mean, I get that that the ride generally fits their demographic because it's like the older movies, what they show on there, like Wizard of Oz and things like that. But still, I mean, I would have thought they would have done a little more. I don't know about you, Ed, but I would have thought they would have done a little more.
I don't know. I guess I didn't know what to expect on that part.
But yeah, it was definitely interesting. So go and check out that attraction. Great movie ride at Hollywood Studios. I'm not telling you not to check it out. I mean, I like the Great Movie Ride. I still do. So it's awesome. So go and check that out. And you know, just be mindful that it does get busy now because it's new. So everyone's riding it now. So it does pick up, and it was pretty busy for the most of the day. It was like 40-minute waits most of the day. Eventually we just waited. Another thing too that we noticed at the end of the day, it said it was like a 40-50 minute wait, and it was not a 40-50 minute wait. We got online and maybe waited like 20 minutes. There was no one in line. It's just they had that up there, and they don't send a flick card through to reset the time because it's the end of the day. And another thing to keep in mind too is they closed that ride off at like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. It was like 8 o'clock. They closed it off. We were gonna do it. I was gonna like wait a little bit and do it, and then we got there like right at 8, And I thought we thought maybe we better check it out, and it closes like right at 8, so we got there right at closing. So that was on our second time. The first time I just did it during the day. I had a fast pass, so that's all right. Now, one thing they do have that's cool is outside they had this where you put like your Hollywood star, where you put your hand, your like do your handprint in the cement. They have that, and a little photo op where you get to put your hand in like the cement there and do that. That was a lot of fun. We did that. I did that, and it was that's neat. A little nice little photo up there with a little background there. I thought that was pretty cool. So that was pretty neat. But overall, I like the ride. I just the narration gotta go, or something's gotta change. Either narration or
the
cast member. Now I know the rumors say that Lights Motors Actions isn't staying that much longer, but I have to tell you of a cool experience that we had at Lights Motors Actions this past weekend. We were walking through the attraction to go into the attraction. They saw Ed in his costume. Ed is Jedi Waldo at Star Wars Weekends. So Ed was wearing his Jedi Waldo costume, and we walked through the turnstile, and they gave us this cool handy dandy pass here that gets us into the director's chairs at Lights Motors Actions. So we got to see Lights Motors Action from the director's chair, which was pretty awesome, actually. So basically, if you haven't done this before, and you should go there now. It's randomly picked. They just pick randomly someone, and there's 8 chairs. There's 4 on each side, and basically, you get to sit there for the whole show. And I mean, it's right up in front of everything. I mean, like the show is right in front of you. When they did the finale scene for the show, I mean, there was like the big flame and all that. I mean, literally, we were like checking our faces for like singed hairs or something. So it was a lot. It was a lot of fun. It was a really cool experience to sit there and see everything up close. I did a Periscope from it, but it was quite a fun time. I think we got video from there too. Maybe, I don't know if we did or not. I don't think we did though. I don't know, but it was really awesome. It was a great view, just sitting there and having that view and watching the show from that perspective. So I really enjoyed that. It was an awesome show. It was worth. I'm not a big Lights Motors Actions fan. It's not something I have to go to, but some friends in town wanted to go, and we got picked for that, and that was pretty cool, actually. I was impressed. So someone asked if if they get rid of Lights Motors Actions, what would they replace it with? And the rumor now is that it's going to be part of Star Wars Land and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens with that. But if you get the chance, go to Lights Motors Actions. Maybe if you're a group of 4, maybe if you ask them nicely, they'll let you in you're somewhat first in line for the next show. Maybe they'll give you the director's chair pass if you ask nicely. I'm not saying they will, because I don't know for sure if they will or not. But it'd be it'd be cool if they did. So you can always ask and see what happens. We got to see that day we did the Stars of the Saga show, which I've said. Excuse me, like I've said a few times, the Stars of the Saga show is what keeps me going to Star Wars Weekends. It gives you a nice interview with the cast from Star Wars, and there's always fun things that they do with the cast. And we got to see Ray Park and was it Ian McDermott? Was the 2 people there this weekend?
No, Ray Park and Jeremy Bulloch.
Oh yeah, Jeremy Bulloch. That's right. Ray Park and Jeremy Bulloch were the 2 this weekend, and Jeremy Bulloch and Ray Park did a skit live on stage. That was it was them doing. There's a someone has rewritten Star Wars in sort of a Shakespeare style, and they were actually reading from that Shakespeare style. Facebook, one of the scenes that Jeremy Bulloch was in, because he plays Boba Fett, one of the scenes that he was in the movies. They were reading the lines from that, and Ray Park, who is of course Darth Maul, he was reading with them, and on stage there, and James Arnold Taylor was reading too, and it was actually really cool. So, so yeah, it was actually it was a fun show. Ray Park is awesome. He just can kick butt as Darth Maul. I mean, he does all this crazy acrobatics and stuff, and then you have Jeremy Bulloch, Jeremy Bulloch was just fun. I mean, he danced on stage. He got around. He just, for someone who's older, I mean, he was having a blast on stage. And that's what I love about these shows. You get to see these actors, they get to have fun, and they have fun talking about, you get the serious side of it where they talk about, you know, what it was like to be in the Star Wars movies, and then you get to hear them have fun and be fun with their, with, you know, and do things on stage like dance and shout. And James Arnold Taylor is an excellent host. It's so fun. The first like 5 minutes where he does his little spiel where he talks about the different voices he does and things like that. It's really awesome. It's really cool stuff. So I'm always impressed by Stars of the Saga, and I can't wait to see the Frank Oz one on Sunday. I'll be seeing the Frank Oz one on Sunday with the at Star Wars Weekend. So I'm very excited to see that. So it's always a good show, and they have a nice little Stormtrooper pre-show, which is always fun too. So it's a really good show. All right, now one more thing I wanted to talk about from our day at Hollywood Studios. We got to see I'll talk about that after. We got the chance to go to the commissary. We kind of work our way around. Sometimes we hit counter services, and there's new things. And I wanted to talk about this new dish at the commissary, which I was a little skeptical about getting, but I got it, and it was actually really good. The commissary is now offering a New York strip steak for $11.99. And I know what you're thinking, counter service and steak, like that doesn't mix. Why a steak at counter service? I don't know about that. Well, I have to tell you, I got the steak and it was actually very good. I was very surprised because I was very apprehensive about this. It was just, I was like, do I do it or not? Do I get a burger? You know, because the burger was like $2 cheaper. So I'm like, you know, do I get the burger or do I get the steak? And, you know, I said, what the heck? I'll try it. If it's bad, I learned my lesson. I'll never do it again. If it's good, then it'll be the surprise of the day. And honestly, you can see it on if you're watching online, but I have to tell you, it was thin, but it wasn't bad. The only problem I had with it is I didn't get to tell the girl what kind of cook I wanted. I didn't get to say like I want it medium rare or something like that. But honestly, it was really good. It was a decent size strip steak with some butter on top. And honestly, I'll probably get this again on Sunday when we go to the park again. It was that good. I was very impressed by it. I was actually blown away at how good this was, because I was like, there's no way a steak is going to be any good at a counter service location. There's just no way. And it wasn't filet mignon or Kobe beef, but I mean, it was really good for what it was, you know. So I really enjoyed it. And it came with French fries and broccoli, and the broccoli was seasoned well. It was like, you know, had a little salt on it, pepper. It was really good. The fries were delicious fries. I was just absolutely shocked. I mean, it was actually a really cool. It was a really good meal. It was actually a really good meal. I mean, I've been upset with the commissary ever since they took away the curry. They had a chicken curry that was really good. It was one of my favorite things they had there, and they got rid of it. And I've been upset with them, and I haven't really gone back there in a while. I just go in there sometimes to maybe sit for a minute and get some AC. But with this steak, I'm telling you, the steak was delicious. So and it's $11.99. It comes with fries and broccoli. You guys got to check it out. I mean, it was a tender steak. It wasn't like rubbery or anything like that. It had fat around it, just like any. I mean, I trimmed some of the fat off and didn't eat that. But I mean, other than it being thin and me not getting to get, you know, next time when I go back this weekend, I'm going to say, look, I want it medium rare and see what they can do. Because, I mean, it's so thin, they cook it for a minute and it's over, you know, it's well done, which is fun. Yeah. But it was actually really good. I think Ed had some too. I think I gave some to Ed.
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't that bad at all. Not what you would expect from a counter service, because you were all expecting it to be pretty lousy.
Mm-hmm.
I think we all were, and it was not lousy at all. So I was very pleased. Now you got a chicken sandwich or something too, didn't you?
Oh yeah, chicken club. It was pretty good.
What was on a chicken club sandwich?
Lettuce, cheese, and bacon, and chicken, of course.
It looks good. I have it up here if you're watching live. If not, you can check our Flickr page. We have these photos up on there. MickeyUpdates on Flickr. But yeah, this looks really good. Chicken club sandwich. And this is all from ABC Commissary. I haven't been there in a while, so I'll definitely be back. A lot of good food recently coming out of the counter service locations at Hollywood Studios. They just redid the menu at Studio Catering Co. They have a new menu there, which looks really good. Backlot Express has some new items that look pretty good, and then you've got commissary that looks pretty good too. So definitely awesome stuff there. So definitely check those places out if you're looking for counter service food in the parks. So some good choices there. We did see the fireworks that night. The fireworks were fantastic. Once again, fantastic. Just a great cap to the night. There at Hollywood Studios. I actually stood closer this time to the stage show and actually got to really see the stage show this time. And I liked it a little better than I have in the past. I still think the wording of it is a little cheesy, like isn't Star Wars awesome and all that, but some of the fight scenes and stuff are really cool, especially if you see it up close. I don't know if you agree with me, Ed, but being closer I think was better.
Yeah.
Now, after we did that, we didn't end the night there. We went on to my favorite bar. I'm sorry about this image here, but we went on to my favorite bar, which is Top of the World Lounge at Bay Lake Tower, and finished it off with some drinks there. If you haven't been to Top of the World, you need to go to Top of the World. It is at Bay Lake Tower. It is fantastic. If you have friends that are DVC that can get you in there, it is an awesome bar. It's usually reserved for DVC guests, but I've heard if you ask at the lobby of Bay Lake Towers, they might let you up there, so on and so forth, because it doesn't get that crowded sometimes. But they have awesome drinks up there. The view is incredible. I mean, it is the best view on property. I mean, you're looking right at Magic Kingdom, and you've got, you can see the Seven Seas Lagoon, all this stuff. You can see it right there. I mean, it's awesome sauce. It's awesome sauce. So definitely make sure you check out that. And it's open till midnight. So after the parks, you can head over there and have a drink and check that out. So it's definitely awesome sauce. I love that bar so much. And the food, they changed the food. They added some new sliders and stuff like that on there, and it looks really good. The food actually is really good there. They don't have like a full kitchen, but for them not having a full kitchen, they still have really good food. And it's just pretty up there. The bar up there is just really pretty. It's just a fancy, like ornate bar that's just, it looks really nice. It just looks pretty. So definitely worth checking out. So go up there and check that out. But that was it for our day at Hollywood Studios. Of course, this week we're going to go back to Hollywood Studios again for the last Frank Oz. We got to see Frank Oz. We're going to check out the new gelato place at Downtown Disney. We're going to check out Inside Out. We'll be seeing Inside Out tomorrow. We have an event this week at Kings Bowl on International Drive, so we'll be checking that out as well. Kings Bowl opened up or is doing a new menu, so we're going to check that out. So awesome stuff coming up this week, guys. Lots of Periscopes, lots of Twitter, all that good stuff too. Oh, and I got to tell you before I get off the show, if you haven't seen Jurassic World, go see Jurassic World. Please, trust me, you will not be disappointed. Jurassic World will be probably my favorite movie of the summer, hands down. It was just awesome. I can't begin to tell you how awesome it was. It was really good. And my hope is that we can get some of the attractions that were in Jurassic World. I hope that we can get inside Universal, because that would be really cool. But Ed will agree with me. It was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I have to say awesome like 20 more times, to fill my quota. But no, seriously, it was really good. The fight scenes, everything, it blew me away how good it was. So, I mean, seriously, check out Jurassic World. You will not be disappointed. It was a fantastic movie. So that's going to do it for this week's show. It's kind of a short one this week. We'll have more to talk about next week, guys. We got a lot of stuff coming up. Like I said, going to check out a lot of things. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. We have a Tumblr now, so you can follow us on Tumblr. Mickey Updates on Facebook, Mickey Updates on Tumblr, Mickey Updates on Instagram, Twitter. Follow us on Periscope. It's all just, we got all kinds of stuff going on. So we'll be checking that out, and we have lots of stuff coming up for you guys. So thank you again for joining us this week. And before we go, we want to thank our sponsors real fast. We want to thank MapleLeafTickets.com. MapleLeafTickets.com has been providing discount Orlando area attraction tickets for 30 years. Visit them today at MapleLeafTickets.com or call 1-800-841-2837. That's 1-800-841-2837. 2837. That's mapleleaftickets.com. They have special ticket offers, and they just got a new website, so definitely check it out. All kinds of goodies on there for you to check out, and all kinds of special deals and things like that. Just awesome stuff right there for you. And also make sure you check out couponorlando.com. Couponorlando.com has all kinds of deals for anything to do in Orlando, whether that be getting a massage at one of the local resorts, or going to an attraction, or food, or what have you. Coupon Orlando has deals for all that stuff, and you can check that out at couponorlando.com. We have some great deals in there. Here's a great one for Treasure Tavern, which is an awesome dinner show in Orlando. So definitely check out couponorlando.com. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this week's show. We want to thank you for joining us this week. We will be back next week with more awesome stuff. Thank you, guys, and have a great week. All right, guys, thanks for joining us this week live in the chat room there. Let me pull it back up so I can see you guys. Thank you guys for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the show. And we will see you guys next week, and on Periscope and all those crazy places that I find myself in. Thank you for joining us this week. We will be back next week. And as always, if you want to see this again, you can watch this live. You can rewatch this broadcast on this page up until the next one comes out. So thank you guys for watching, and have a good day. Have a good week.